A Memphis man testified on Monday that he and another individual were responsible for the shooting and killing of rapper Young Dolph, claiming the hit was ordered by Big Jook, the brother of rapper Yo Gotti. Cornelius Smith identified himself and Justin Johnson as the two men seen on surveillance footage from November 17, 2021. The video showed them exiting a white Mercedes outside a Memphis, Tennessee cookie store moments after Young Dolph entered, then opening fire in broad daylight. Smith's testimony came on the first day of Johnson's trial, where Johnson faced charges of murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and possession of a firearm as a felon. Smith is also charged with murder and conspiracy. During the trial, Johnson's attorney, Luke Evans, argued that Smith's testimony was unreliable, accusing him of trying to save himself by implicating Johnson. Evans insisted Johnson was innocent, stating that photographs showing Johnson wearing clothes similar to those in the surveillance video were not proof of guilt. Deputy District Attorney Paul Hagerman, in his opening statements, noted that Young Dolph, whose real name was Adolph Thornton Jr., was determined to succeed independently as an artist and, through his label, Paper Route Empire. Hagerman also suggested that this independence had created enemies, including members of the rival record label Cocaine Music Group, now Collective Music Group, founded by Yo Gotti. Young Dolph had survived previous attempts on his life. In September 2017, he was shot multiple times outside a Los Angeles hotel, and earlier that year, his SUV was shot at over 100 times in Charlotte, North Carolina, an incident that inspired his song 100 Shots. He credited bulletproof panels in his vehicle for his survival. Smith also testified that he was shot by Young Dolph's brother, Marcus Thornton, as he fled the scene. One of the more shocking revelations from his testimony was that he only received $800 before his arrest for carrying out such a brazen and violent crime. Smith admitted the sheer stupidity of risking his life, freedom, and future for such a meager amount of money, showing how desperate and reckless his actions were. He later added that his attorney was paid $50,000 by Big Jook. When asked how he felt after the shooting, Smith admitted he felt nothing at the time, driven only by a need for money. His conscience only started to bother him after sobering up in jail, having been emotionally numb following the death of his young son a few months earlier. Big Jook, whose real name was Anthony Mims, was shot and killed outside a restaurant in January 2024, according to media reports. His death adds another layer of complexity to the ongoing investigations surrounding the murder of Young Dolph. Jamarcus Johnson, Justin Johnson's half-brother, pleaded guilty in June 2023 to serving as an accessory after the killing by helping the two suspects communicate while they were on the run. Jamarcus also admitted to assisting one of them in communicating with his probation officer. He has not yet been sentenced. Another defendant, Hernandez Govan, has pleaded not guilty to orchestrating the killing. Young Dolph began his career with mixtapes, starting in 2008 with Paper Route Campaign. His debut studio album, King of Memphis, was released in 2016. He collaborated with artists such as Key Glock, Megan Thee Stallion, T.I., Gucci Mane, and 2 Chainz. 3 of his albums reached the top 10 on the Billboard 200, with Rich Slave peaking at number 4 in 2020.